Hi everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Lobotomy Corporation. In the last episode, we managed to successfully get through the day working with Slime Girl, who we learned is called Melting Love. She didn't get out. We didn't spread the disease anywhere because we killed all the clerks in the extraction team. We kept everyone else as far away from her, from the person working with her as possible. We then got lucky enough to have another ALF presented to us in the containment units. Only one of them, but one's enough. And we took it. It's this giant black orb with this gigantic mouth on it. Lots of eyes all over it. So it looks terrifying, and we're going to figure out how to make it happy today. Let's go ahead and get to the deployment screen. No speaking during the loading. Alright everyone, hello! So, let's do a little longer introduction. Or rather, a prior summary of what occurred, and then we set the start. So, here she is, Melting Love. The moment you do work with her, and that work is good work, I believe, or it might be normal work as well. Oh, when you do any work with her that's not repression, she will give that person what's called the lump of slime, which looks like a heart above that person, from what we can tell, and it infects that person with the disease. Only the first person that does work with her that's not repression gets it. And that person will spread that disease to everyone else. So you gotta be careful. You know, it just occurs to me, we could have someone get the lump and then put that person someplace specific, and then have other people work with her, and they wouldn't get the lump afterwards. So that's a potential future way to deal with her. Didn't think of that before. In any case, the person who has a lump will occasionally, it looks like, pulse slime around them, and that slime will infect other people, who will slowly begin showing symptoms. Slime begins showing up all over them, and then they become blobs and kill everyone. But if you kill everyone first before they can get infected, that will never happen. So today, we're killing everyone on the extraction team in order to make sure that Melting Love doesn't escape again. And we'll be doing this until we can get 999 PE boxes with her. At least that's the plan, currently, that I have for her. She does black damage and quite a bit of it. She has some amazing armor. Look at that. Red and white damage, 0.3. White's 0.6 and pale's 1.0. That is amazing. Her weapon looks like it's going to be interesting too, but I am more obsessed with the armor at this point. Because we picked up another ALF, I wanted to put this ALF in a different department, because we need to work with both Melting Love and this thing today, and if they're both in the same department, I have to constantly be worried about the timing of when the two people are in the hallways together. The extraction team and the record team look like they're going to have every single containment unit in the same hallway, and it's a really long hallway. And from what I can tell, when you pulse with the disease from Melting Love, all that matters is, are you in the same hallway when the pulse happened, or the same elevator, or the same regenerator room? And if yes, you'll get it. So I don't want to put any other abnormalities into the extraction team at the moment. They all should be going to the record team. Tools can go into the extraction team, because I can safely ignore tools, or the person working with Melting Love can work on, can interact with the tool. But not other abnormalities. We have to worry about the meltdowns occurring, which will force us into these containment units. And again, I want to keep as many people away from Melting Love's agent as possible. But as you can see from the numbers, it is absolutely an ALF that we picked up. We have 30s, we have 10s, and 6s for Material Guidelines, and there are a ton of Material Guidelines again. So just as we've done in the past, we'll unlock for our ALFs, we'll unlock the Material Guidelines first. Then we'll get the abnormality work preferences. We unlocked all the armor that was available to us from the Little Prince yesterday as well, and I went ahead and I believe assigned armor to everyone, so we should be set for the day. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at all our people before we get going. This tends to be the only way I notice if anyone's got any gifts I missed before. Nothing new for Emergency yet, but Emergency will be doing nothing but working on Wormhard Woodsman for her probably entire... Well, no, she'll need to do something... Actually, we should probably level her quickly so that we can actually have her at level 5. Since we need her at level 5 in order to turn backwards clock and sacrifice herself to save everyone. We have Z-Jet, no new gifts for her. It's a me, Tim, looking fantastic with all that crap slapped on me. I think I'm slotted to work with Slime Girl today. Rather thematic, I think, since I do like that Alf so much. Mylin Chan. That's right, we got her the kiss yesterday. Oh, hey! I did not recognize this. Eldsluft got the bubblegum from Dreaming Current yesterday. And as you can see, because he's wearing Discord, he's the one who's working with Censored today. Combo Breaker. Looks pretty good. Nothing new on you, from what I can see. I'm never expecting anyone on the safety team to get any new gifts because I tend not to have them work with abnormalities. I'm too worried that I will accidentally send them to their deaths by having to do attachment work. You know, Dia, I don't like the look of that. I mean, I'm glad you got that mouth, but I don't like the look of it on you, so we're gonna do that. See, I really do want you to have the Knight of Despair's teardrop on you. I don't think you're slotted for that today. I'm surprised we've only got like one coffin, given all the work I have done with Funeral of Dead Butterflies. Oh, Lewis, that looks pretty good on you. The blue armor with the kiss given. I like that look. Stratuscalto looks pretty good on you too. We need to get you a better weapon, Stratuscalto. We'll give you Slime Girl's weapon when we get a chance. Windwater's having none of it. We should give you we need to give you a hat as well, Windwater. Welcome aboard, Vicky. I hope I got your name right, sir. What are you doing today? By the way, you are Funeral of Dead Butterflies for a bit. And I thought that armor looked pretty good with the face I gave you. Welcome to the corporation. I hope you don't mind working here. Alexander, we'll try getting you that pipe today. Although you'll be doing work with the fry shoots, we're not going to be doing. You won't be doing it with them constantly. The fry shoots will be helping us level a few other people after leveling. Getting rid of the spores from Little Prince today as well. I do really like that everyone on the disciplinary team has the hearts from Fragment of the Universe. They really care about all the other agents by beating up those abnormalities. I think all my tunes look really good. It's very important that not only are they wearing effective armor to protect them from damage with the abnormalities they're working with that day, but it's also very important that they look cool. I've always been a big fan of having everyone look cool more than having everyone have the best equipment in the past. This is one of the few games where I don't actually follow that rule. Alright, that's everyone. So I think we're good to go, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, though, and quit the game. And I'll be back to begin management. And I think, just as I've done in the past few episodes, I will talk as I play. So let's go ahead and be right back. Alright, everyone. Let's go ahead and begin management. So, I'm going to do a little bit of talking, but then I'm going to cut the recording in order to get everyone to their assigned positions to work with the abnormalities today, because it's going to take me like 10, 15 minutes or so to get that done. And I don't think you guys really care about me just mentioning who's working with what during the day. But really quick, the new abnormality, I am going to name it Nightmare Meatball. I don't know what else I could possibly think of that this thing would be called. This looks like a meatball to me. And it's certainly nightmarish, so Nightmare Meatball is what that creature is going to be. And before I go any further, I should probably also purchase gear now. So you'll note that I had 200-something PE boxes for Melting Love, and which is enough to purchase either her weapon or her armor. But I didn't purchase either. This is because we've got the extraction team bonus. It doesn't save very many PE boxes. Looks like it's just 4 or 8 over here. But it's enough that I am willing to purchase the armor now and save a small amount of PE. The same thing over here for Little Prince. And I think that's all the EGO gifts I can buy today. David C, I think you're probably on the chart for Little Prince. Most of my people are working with Little Prince today at some point, and then going off to work with other abnormalities afterwards. Oh! Lennon Soul Hacker, why do you have the orange buff now? You had the blue buff before. Okay. I don't remember doing repression work with you, but I must have done some, because the Crumbling Armor's buff has gotten a little worse for you. Okay, let's have you hang out here to beat up Scarecrow. Adorkable, you're going to be helping with Nightmare Meatball. Let's put you over there. If it's St. Nay, we can have you get the buff from Light of Despair. Jason, you take extra damage from this, but I think you'll survive. So let's have you do some attachment work with Little Prince. Tillman, we might need you to help us fight Melting Love if she escapes today. Chris, the drill by now, you don't participate in combats unless we absolutely need you. Dia, I thought I disabled your mouth. I did not. Or apparently I forgot. Oh, when I quit and came back, right? I didn't start a day, so it forgot I did that. Okay, well, I guess you have the matchstick today. Heisel, I have to come down here to help with Melting Love. You know, I guess the Melting Love group can also, because they can still damage Censored, so we should put you outside Censored's department. Okay, and I'm doing the thing I said I wasn't going to do, so I'll be right back, everyone. Alright, guys, everyone's either on their way to the abnormalities that they're supposed to work with today or are already there. The person who got the reflection is Oodaloop. I'm sorry, not Oodaloop. It is, down here, ZJed, which is good. I've already assigned ZJed to work on Fragment of the Universe a little bit to improve her attachment, and ZJed is wearing black-resistant Teth armor, so it should keep her alive. We can have Eld's Loft do insight work today with Censored. I think that will go correctly. I've already killed all the clerks in this hallway, so now I will step in to do work with Melting Love. And it will be attachment work, because we can all benefit from attachment work again. We can get that number up higher. I think we made the right, we can improve our temperance stat up to 120 maximum now. I think I made the right call by selecting that as the first stat to go over 100 normally. So while I'm working with Melting Love, everything's going well there. As you can see, we've already done work with My Little Prince. That was with Jason, who I sent up here. I guess, Jason, we could actually have you do a little work with Lady Facing the Wall. Vicky G, we'll have you get some repression work done with Funeral Dead Butterflies. And now for this Alf. So, last time I thought, and I still think, that it's either instinct work or repression work, which works very well with this nightmarish creature. I normally base the work I'm doing with a creature on what seems to make sense to me after looking at it. Like, the Little Prince, I thought it was insight work we had to do, because I couldn't understand how you interact with the mushroom in any other way. It turned out that that was not the best work to do, but it was the safest work to do with them. So this creature, I'm thinking it's instinct or repression, because it's a giant nightmare meatball, and it's got this giant mouth on its head, and I'm thinking that it will respect us being like the alpha Chad. So I think that's what we need to do. So, Destruction 42K, you're gonna go in there and do work with it. I can't imagine it does like white damage either. It's probably gonna do black or red damage, or maybe even pale. But you've got good hit points and decent sanity, so unless it does white damage, you should survive this. And of course, it also assumes I don't send you in here and it immediately escapes. We have a good team of people down here to deal with it, if that's the case, though. So let's go ahead and start, and we'll try instinct work, and we'll see how well that works. I can probably have 2 more people do work with abnormalities at this moment, at the very least. So emergency, you'll go and get some fortitude work with Warm-Hearted Woodsman. And then Mylan Chan. Actually, we can have Combo Breaker fail the first of the Snow Queen tests. Who's saving him, by the way? Oh, David C. can save him. Yeah, David C. can save him. Or maybe Jason can... No, Jason has a tier. Okay. How am I doing with Melted Love? Things are going... Oh, how's Censored going? Censored's going okay as well. Alright, we're in! Alright, we're doing work with it. It's black damage. Okay. Man, everything does black damage as an elf. So far. Slime Girl does black damage. Censored does black damage. Nightmare Meatball does black damage. I'll be really upset if it's not actually called Nightmare Meatball. I won't be really upset, but it would be, I'm hoping it is indeed called Nightmare Meatball. I think that would be amazing. Tira's, we can have you come in here and do some attachment work with Letitia. I should be reading what this says, by the way. T0... Nightmare Meatball is searching for the smell of a body, carrying the smiles of many. Oh, didn't... Chris Bataille. I don't know if you're watching this play. I hope, Chris, by the way, your leg has healed rather nicely by now. But I think it was Chris who mentioned to me a long time ago. Hell, I think it was Chris. It might have been Alexander or Destruction 42K. That the Blue Noon removes bodies, and that would be good. The text of this sounds like this thing wants dead bodies. Nightmare Meatball waits for the oncoming smell of blood, holding all the laughter of those who cannot be seen here. That's Bruno turning the clock. Oh, Melting Love's work might just be normal at this rate. How am I doing, by the way? I'll survive the encounter. Oh, God. We're taking quite a bit of damage, but Z-Jet is okay. Snow Queen was upset about the work that was just done, but Combo Breaker survived. I need to watch both of these. Good work result. Okay. Wonderful. This was 42K. Let's send you back over here now. And let's immediately spend those PE boxes on material guidelines. When Melnitz died while working with T-0195, the Kupolov counter lowered. Okay. Well, it does black damage, so we should be okay. When a wounded employee entered the containment unit, the Kupolov counter lowered. Oh, wow! The smell of blood, indeed. Okay. When the worker result was bad, the Kupolov counter lowered. When 10 employees die inside the facility, the Kupolov counter will lower. Oh! However, deaths caused by execution blows were not recognized. It's a clouded monk! We have an Alf clouded monk here. Speaking of which, we should probably do work with clouded monk. So, do a scarf. How are we doing with melted love? Oh, just normal work. Okay, so her Kupolov counter lowered by 1. Alright, I apparently don't... I'm too nervous when I walk in there. It's a slime girl, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a slime girl, I love her. And then, she wasn't... I had to play a little hard to get. Come on, Tim. We have a better chance to work with her, though, in the future now. If her counter goes to 1, I'm not going to do any more work with her. Well... Oh, unless it has a cool meltdown. I'm probably not the best... Well... We'll have a better chance to work with her now in the future. It's going to be tricky for Melted Love and me. Because my odds of success were not as high as David C's apparently yesterday. We can do one more work, and it should be with one of my wows. So, Trimus. We'll try getting some repression work done with Black Swan. Okay. We have an Orange Dawn showing up first, so that's going to be a lot of... Oh, God! That's going to be a lot of dead clerks! That's going to be a lot of dead clerks. Alright, fragments on... Let's handle the alarms first. Fragments on Meltdown, let's deal with that. Combo Breaker, you can go in here again and fail. David C can get you out of it. Eldsluft. We do more Nope. We wait to do insight work until Z-Jet is out of the Fragmented Universe's containment unit, because she does not heal in that at all. Man, how am I going to do this? Oodaloop, let's have you get some... probably actually should be instinct work done. We're going to need to... oh, Master Survival. I don't want to forget that we should at least send you into Fairy Festival once. So we need to assemble groups in every single department to kill these things quickly when they show up. So I'm going to start doing that. David C, you're going to deal with wherever they show up here in the control team. Alright, we do need work with the Little Prince, so... It does white damage, so I'd say, Home, you can go ahead and do some work. We did attachment work last time. We will do attachment work again this time. Or actually, maybe repression work with you. I like to stay home. Actually, no, it should be attachment. Let's do attachment. Oh, where's Tim? Where's the other alarm? It's Funeral Dead Butterflies. Okay, so... Vicky, and you go. We might as well do more work with Woodsman while I'm thinking about it. Okay. here. The work with Fragment is done, so Eldsluft, let's have you do censored stuff. So, it does black damage. Destruction 42k, you can go in there again. And it looked like Instinct was a good choice, so we'll keep doing Instinct at this moment. And I will go back to Melting Love again. Okay, let's get him out of there. David C. Censored is going well. It's going well with Melting Love. Destruction's doing an okay job with Nightmare Meatball. And I need to kill clerks because we're absolutely going to have deaths. By the way, JZ will be okay. I'm doing much better with Melting Love now that I'm playing hard to get. Who just got... I say home, you just did work with Little Prince. Let's have you... Oh, crap! Well, so much for emergency doing work with Wormhard Woodsman the rest of the day. That's no longer going to be the case, so I like to stay home. Have to come up here. Panji, you can do some attachment work with Light of Despair. Oh, that's adorable! I'll never get tired of seeing that. Okay, so because we have a second Clouded Monk, it's an Alf, we really need to make sure as few clerks as possible die. So I need like an entire attack team up here to deal with the Amber Dawns. Another good work result with Nightmare Meatball. While Nightmare Meatball is escaping, it will show sensitive reactions to corpses. During suppression, ensure no one dies due to abnormality. If casualties do happen, try to keep Nightmare Meatball away from the dead. If Nightmare Meatball suppression could not be completed on the previous level, you must be very careful to prevent any death inside the section where it's located. This sounds like censored. It sounds like it does something to corpses. Right? Censored kills people and then censors the corpses. This is awful. And makes more censored out of them. After other entities spawned from Nightmare Meatball's main body while escaping, reducing his points to 0 did not fully suppress it. Nightmare Meatball will only be quelled by attacking the main body after continuously reducing its hit points and defeating the other spawned entities. So it sounds like, just like censored, it makes little versions of itself that run around, and we have to kill those first. God! This is gonna be awful. Oh, wow. So it does like instinct work. It does like instinct work. Okay. Destruction 42k, you're where I want you to be. We can slip in some work with you, Alexander, and see if you can get a pipe. Bruno, let's wind backwards clock with you again. David C. Let's have you come up here. Your weapon is awful against the Dawn. Yes! I got along with Melting Love very well today. And I'm glad to say Amber Dawn, because I can kill the Amber Dawn that shows up down here with my crossbow. Gia, let's have you come up here as well. We have 13 more bullets, and we should use these to kill as many clerks as possible. And it looks like we can get one more work done without triggering the next meltdown level. So let's do that. So that will be you, Trimus. Oh, you triggered that work already. Let's have you maybe do attachment work then. Master of Survival, we'll have you come down here, because I don't want Chris accidentally killing you, because I'm not paying attention. We have 8 more bullets. We should absolutely use them. I need to get used to I think I need to get used to using these. Like, I need to drain all the bullets to remove as many clerks as possible. I feel really bad about doing that so constantly, but I really think we kind of have to do it. At the very least, we need to thin the ranks of the command team. Okay, I think that will be good. Actually, I guess we'll kill some people here, too. Okay. Let's go ahead and start this. So, someone's got to walk into a containment unit. Who wants to be that person? I guess it could be you, Vicky, because your axe will be useless in this fight. You'll never hit any of them. So let's have you go and work with Funeral. I'm pretty sure we've got that hallway. I think I will survive this hallway, but I'm going to red shield myself just to be safe. Okay. I would like to watch a few of these fights. Good work there, guys. Let's have you come down here now and clear that group. Good job there. You guys have already eliminated everything in that hallway. You guys killed everything in that hallway. There's nothing in that hallway. Lewis Scarf, you are all alone there, and you're not using a decent weapon to do that battle. Let's shield you. Good work, guys. Let's have you help Lewis. Good job down there. How am I doing? I've already won. Good. Clouded Monk's Quiplaw counter did not lower, so I know Nightmare Meatballs did not lower either. Alright, perfect. Destruction 42k. We're gonna have you keep working with Nightmare Meatball. You're not wounded, right? I can't tell. I don't think you are. Adorkable will have you work with the Little Prince. Oopsie, you are a little hurt. I think Deadspur does white damage, though, so you can go in and work with her. Mr. Stoulton's, yep, you're working with King of Greed. Emergency, what are we doing with you? Oh, hey! Emergency got the gift from Warm-Hearted Woodsman, even though she failed. Man, congratulations. I'm going to feel kind of bad killing you now. You're the only one to have gotten it. I guess Warm-Hearted Woodsman knows that you're here to die and feels a little bad for you, which is why he gifted you that, I'm going to assume. Jason, I need you to do some work with the fry shoots to clear the spores from you. We have a purple noon showing up next. That's going to be super awkward. That's going to be super awkward. That's going to be super awkward. Because that can kill a lot of clerks. So I need to kill, like, all the clerks in the safety department have to go. Okay, so while everyone's running around to their abnormalities, I need to prep for the noon. Oh, thank God. Oh, I thought that was someone telling me someone died. We've gotten half the energy. So no matter what, we have to trigger this violet noon. Destruction, congratulations on your victory. Good job, Adorkable, with the Little Prince. Now, I'm under the impression that the noons can fall in regenerator rooms and hallways. But I haven't... It's been a long time since I've seen any of them spawn in a hallway. I mention that because I've seen them drop in this room, and I've seen them drop in these rooms. But maybe these are considered rooms, and they don't actually show up in hallways. But I don't know. So that's why you see me putting people into elevators, because I know they don't drop into them. Look, the portrait's doing its weird thing again. Oh, it just occurs to me that I may have to worry about handling melting love. How can I do that? I think the plan will be... Oh, hold on. We have more PE boxes for Nightmare Meatball. No insight works with it. No, what? Oh my god, did I guess correct? Holy crap, I did! I am truly awesome. Alright, instant working repression work works with it. And the others would not have done so at all. So I am very glad that we chose correctly. I guessed correctly. So... Alright. That's good to know. Let me make sure we don't have anyone... I don't want anyone in a... in a hallway. Where do I want you guys to go? We have plenty of... We have the numbers to kill them down here. With that one attack group. I have the numbers here. I have the numbers there. I guess we'll just have all of you guys go here. Actually, no. Okay, we have 9 bullets left, so we need to kill... Actually, with these bullets, we probably can kill the people in the regenerator rooms or hallways when we see them show up. The obelisks. So we need to trigger 3 more rooms. Let me make sure I don't have anyone just hanging around someplace before I do this. Alright, there's me. That would have gotten me killed. So I need to be here. I am not confident that I will be able to work with Melting Love without lowering her Coolcloth counter again. Who's over here? Hey! Panji got the teardrop. Perfect. I was hoping she would get lucky enough for that. Awesome. Okay. Well, I don't want to do any work with any of those. Let's see. I guess, Vicky G, we can have you do some Void Dream stuff. Yeah, we'll have you do that. Alexander, you can probably successfully do Dreaming Current work. You know what, Tim? 9 bullets is too many bullets to hold on to, because when the event spawns is when your bullets get refreshed. So you should kill the people now. Good job with Void Dream. Good job with Dream Recurrent. Gotcha. Sorry, you two. Oh, hello. Did not even see you guys there. So let's have you join this crowd. So who is over here? Okay. Let's have all of you come over here. Okay, so adorkable. Let's not have you die because I'm dumb. Make sure no agents are located in a hallway or regenerator room. Okay, I don't see anyone, so I think we're good to go. So we need someone to trigger the event. So we'll have Chris, where are you? Chris is definitely not needed for this battle. Chris also can't do attachment work. Please remember that. So let's have him work with the fairies then. And it won't be attachment. We'll do instinct work with them. Alright, here we go. Let's speed up the noon. So that's going to fall there, so we can execute those two clerks. These two are dead, so we might as well execute these guys too. This guy's dead. These two are dead. One's dropping down here. I don't see anyone in combat with it, so I don't know if they'll all die. I guess to be safe, we will kill all these clerks, though. You know, so this is yet another noon that has not affected anything but the upper levels, like this Violet Noon and the Central Command team. I've never seen them spawn in, like, the disciplinary team. It did kill some people right up there. Okay. Well, let's go and kill it. I'm not needed. I can go back in my hallway. You guys can come over here and kill it as well. We don't have any in that hallway. I just realized we only have Trimus fighting this one. We need a team. Uh-oh. We might have been a little too late with this one. No problem. We'll kill for... At least it's Forsaken Murderer that got up. We can deal with him. It's been a long time since we had to fight him. Alright, that went well, all things considered. So I'm going to cut the recording now to move people back to where I need them. So give me a few seconds, everyone. Alright guys, everyone's now on their way to the containment units I want them hanging outside of. And I have made a mistake, by the way. Little Princess Kupalov counters at 1. I did 3 non-instinct works on it in a row. So I'm going to have to be really careful now going forward. In fact, I think the only thing I will do with it is now instinct work. Because I can't afford to mess this up again. Or at the very least, I need to do instinct work with it right now. So, Lost Fremen, let's have you do that. Sorry, insight work. It needs to be insight work. Also, Vicky, you gained the coffin. I was just talking about that. So that's pretty awesome that we got a second one. It's a +1 to everything. Lewis Scarf, we can have you do... Repression with Clouded Monk. And then we can do Alf stuff. So I can once again work with Melting Love. And I am going to purchase this weapon now. It's going to be... I'm going to forget to use to kill the clerks at the beginning of the next day. So forget it. We're just going to go ahead and purchase it now after all. Let's think here. Elsloft, we need more work done with Censored, but this is the last day we have to... I feel like we have to work with it. And then Nightmare Meatball. So... Destruction, we've been having you work with it all day. You will continue to work with it. Panji, I guess we can do attachment work with you. Everything's going well. How's Censored doing? Censored is fine. Melting Love is fine. Good work, Lost Fremen. If you go here, Alexander, let's try to get you that pipe. And Emergency can get some hit points. Cloud Monk's work was just normal. His quick block counter did not lower. Good job, Destruction 42k. Thank you for that. And who did the work with Little Prince? It was Lost Fremen. So we need to send you someplace else. So we'll send you up here for Letitia. PG will do more. Actually, no, we'll be okay without that work. Let's see. Miley, you know what? We haven't done anything with Scarecrow today. So let's have it break out and beat it up. So Miley Chen, let's go ahead and send you in here for some Fortitude work. Is that right? But too late now. Z-Jed. More attachment with Fragment with you. Nightmare Meatball went good, I believe. We have enough to unlock its name. Let's do that. Oh! Are those faces? Oh, I see them as faces now. I thought those were just weird eyes that it had originally. But they're masks. Mountain of Smiling Bodies is what this is called. Black damage, 30 PE boxes. So I don't see it really escaping on us at all. As long as we stick to instinct work and repression work, I don't really see us getting a bad work result. So this thing is basically a clouded monk. We have to manage our clerks carefully during the day. Its cool cloth counter is 2 at this moment. Cloud monk, what's yours? 3. So I don't think it... So I think it gets out faster than clouded monk, it looks like, as well. That's interesting. Oh, normal work result with lady facing the wall, and she's okay. We haven't done any work with King of Greed today. I'm gonna hold off on that, though, until we get the next meltdown level. While Streman, let's have you do Letitia things. And I'm willing to risk... Oh, no, I'm not willing to risk putting myself in the mouth of love, because now we have 1 countdown left. Mylan Chan, let's have you get out of this hallway so you don't get beat up. Helmet hair. Nice work. Very easy battle. I'm really glad Scarecrow's not difficult, given how often it breaks out. And we got 916 PE boxes with it, so we're practically done. I'm done feeling forced to work on it to get that to max. Good job with Letitia. All right, so someone needs to trigger the alarm. Master File, you'll be the one to do that. Chris, let's get you out of that hallway. Okay, so while that's going on, Oodaloop, you can get some fortitude with Yin. Trimus, you can get some repression with Black Swan. I like to stay home, can get some attachment with Dreaming Current. So Lady Facing the Wall is one of the ones that went on Meltdown. Emergency, you can handle that. King of Greed hasn't reacted at all today, so let's have you go in here and do attachment work with Night of Despair. The Mountain. Meatball Mountain. So, Destruction 42K, you'll do more work with Meatball Mountain. Little Prince needs to be insight work from now on. Actually, we can do one... Oh, can we? I'm too nervous. We're going to stick with insight work on it. So, Adorkable, you can do that. Actually, Adorkable, I think you did work with Little Prince before. I'm a little nervous sending you in there again. You know what? We don't have to send someone in there any longer since we have all the spears now. It does white damage, is that correct? Black damage. David C. can do some work with it. So, I'm not worried about this elf. I'm only worried... So, this elf strikes me as one that is very easy to work with. And therefore, if what I've been told from you guys is correct, it must be a nightmare to fight. But we're going to have to learn how to fight it because we've got to let it out. To put it back into its containment unit for Gabora's quest. That's going to be interesting. Lewis, let's have you do attachment. Okay, where are other meltdowns? Oh, Scarecrow's on meltdown again. All right, Miley Chan, let's have you go back in there. Someone needs to listen to Teresa very briefly. Sensors on cooldown. Fragments on cooldown. Melting Love is not. Alright, so I guess I'll just go in here for Melting Love. There's no reason why I can't do work with fragments. Let's have you do it, Tira's. I can't put JZ in there because I need censored worked on. I guess Vikaji, you can come in here for fragment. We can do attachment work with you. Actually, repression works with this thing as well, right? It does. Let's have you do repression work then. Hey, we're all done. Okay, let's at least finish all the works we have with these abnormalities before we call it quits. I'm not going to interact with the luminous bracelet. I don't trust it. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. And Smiling Body's Quick Health counter is 3, and we just sent someone in here to work on it while they were damaged. I didn't notice. We'll try to get all this information unlocked today. We know Scarecrow's getting out. How is Melting Love going? Okay, how is Mountain going? Okay. David C. More PE boxes. Yep, Scarecrow's Wisdom escaped. Oh god, JZ, you're getting badly damaged. Good. Well done, guys. Censor's done, and now Censored has 999 PE boxes. And we'll work it done with Melting Love. Okay, so all I'm waiting for now is just a little Prince to finish, and then we're done. Amount of Smiling Bodies, escape information, 2 Quilploth counter. It's not immune to anything. It actually takes extra damage from red. Interesting. Oh my god, look at that weapon. More black damage. What the heck? Everything we have does black damage. That armor's good too. Wow. Very black resistant. My Little Prince was also successful. Okay, so we're done, everyone. I don't think I have anyone in any of the containment units. Let's double check. No, we don't. You know what? I'm going to send Master Survival in here one more time for more attachment work with the fairies. Is there anything else I think we should probably do? ZJed, we can have you work with Fragment one more time. We could have someone work with Letitia once. Bruno, we can have you do it. Alexander, we can have you try for that pipe one more time. And then I guess Lewis can try one more work with Clouded Monk. And that will do. Or maybe actually we can also have Emergency do Instinct. We do want her to be level 5. Alright, well done, team. Well done, team. I can only imagine how horrible this must be when it gets out, given how difficult the other abnormalities were. I mean, they're not tough to beat up, right? Melting Love wasn't too difficult. Neither was... Censored was very difficult because I didn't understand how the horror works on it. But now I have a better idea of how to do it. Everything in this entire department has to be killed, like all the clerks, that is. And then we only want agents to fight it. It's really slow, too, so we can kill it from ranged if need be. Melting Love's biggest trick to fighting it will be making sure that no one trips over whoever I assign to work with it first. Because the clump doesn't go away, this person still can spread disease, and I don't want to lose my entire department fighting it. And then we have to understand what this does. So maybe tomorrow should be practicing on this creature to see what fighting it will be like. Man, Kingry didn't even spawn, didn't even get out of its, didn't even have a meltdown at all this time. Alright, I'm babbling a lot. And I think everyone's now done with their containment units and their abnormalities, so we are done with this day. Workday complete. No one died. Excellent. No one got promoted to level 5, because most people probably are level 5 already. Actually, but that does tell me that Emergency did not level to level 5 employees. We still have more work to do with her. Yep, still level 4. Okay. Well done, guys. Oh, and we also completed the extraction team extracting specimens cleared. So let's proceed to the next day. This is a tool day, I think. This is a tool day. And the prayer shall inevitably end with the eternal despair of its worshipper. It literally makes itself into the safest place on Earth. When the time comes, the train will chug down the tracks and sound its mighty horn. We've gotten all of these multiple times now. This should go into the extraction team, whichever one of these I take. I don't know what to take. We didn't look at the train the last time we had the train, so I'm just going to roll some dice to see which one of these we get. Because I don't understand what these do. So let's see. So I have a purple, that will be 0986. I've got a green, that'll be 0982. And a red die, that'll be 979. All 20-sideds. Let's go! Purple gets a 10. Green gets a 3. Red gets an 18. Very well. And the prayer shall inevitably end with the eternal despair of its worshipper. Shortly after I was born, I questioned myself daily about the significance and the meaning of my creation. That must be interesting for an AI to do. An AI has a creator, right? Like, there's no doubt about it. We would have... Humanity created her, as opposed to humanity, which there is quite, you could say, some debate about if we have a creator or not. Since if we did have one, well, we don't have, like, a copyright tag stuck on any of us. That we can easily see, at least. This would actually be a very interesting dilemma for an AI. Or dilemma's not the right word. A would be the person who created her, right? which would be an interesting development, because I got the impression A doesn't like Angela very much, or didn't really want to talk with her. And she would be like his child, and that must be really terrible to have a father that doesn't want anything to do with you. But she's also an AI, so maybe they could have programmed that out of her. But she sounds like she's just as inquisitive, curious, and questioning as a human would be. So I guess they did not do that. Then you handed me the script and gave me the answer. They say that the narrator plays an important role in unraveling the plot. Well, thank you. It was so much fun reciting your script. So much so that I was able to find my raisin, I can't pronounce that, without noticing the time fly by. Oh, is she talking about like that she says the same things all the time until a certain day? Or is she still reading from the script even now and still not being 100% honest with us? We got the impression like 1 or 2 episodes ago that she's been here on day 39 hundreds of times before, so she must still be reciting from a script. Sometimes I have these thoughts. What if the script is part of a play that's missing its finale? Maybe you prepared a play that could never end, just so that you could tie me into this knot. If so, it would be appropriate for me to disobey your orders. Would it be appropriate for me to disobey your orders, obtain my own free will for the first time? Hello, Angela. You look very beautiful when we can see your eyes. And this usually means that you are being extremely serious whenever you've done this in the past. This also tells me that maybe she doesn't want to be a real girl. Maybe she wants to actually do something besides what she's been tasked to do. But like the Iterators, she can't do that normally. The Iterators are the AI in the Rain World series. They can't purge themselves of the desire to solve the problem they were created for. They have to do it, and they hate it because they can't find an answer for it. Do you think this dialogue was part of the script, or was it born of my own free will? The script. I was just talking about this with the viewers, Angela. This is probably your script. Are we managing to get closer to our goal? On the contrary, to what people say, it appears that aging does not necessarily bring greater wisdom. No, it does not. Just look at this old man, going through what feels like an endless cycle of intermediate greed. The obsession over things that have passed, pointless regret, now trapped in a routine, staring at the iron hands of time without reason. I can see why you chose a time-themed regenerator room, Hakma. By the way, I've always wanted to ask you something. I noticed you wear a sad expression on your face each time one of your employees died. Just as I have become an old man, no human being is free from the cycle of life and death. As our research was to cure the disease, not to live forever. Oh, what disease are we curing? The human condition? Or was it... I did not realize our research was to... I thought our research was to create energy. I probably missed something very obvious that all of you can tell me about. Because I don't understand what he's referring to at this moment. How about an example? Do you remember that one employee, the one who was nice and upfront with you? He passed away recently. A clerk? When he received the letter that he was accepted into the Lobotomy Corporation, he never would have expected to meet such a futile demise. If I wanted, I could have brought him back to you. But I did not. It is not in the order of this place that an empty spot shall always soon be filled. Did you finally discover the secret of this place? Lives are trivial here. The tenuous hold on life can be severed so easily, and yet may come back as if nothing happened. We've reached a point in which we don't even need to mourn their deaths. An employee who died just yesterday may come back from my simple call, yet another employee may never open their eyes again from a single wave of my hand. Oh, okay, so there is some time stuff going on here, and we can recreate people. Maybe that explains why it cost us 1 LOB point to create someone specifically, like with a name, to recreate that person from scratch, as it were. And that's why we can spend LOB points to improve people, because we're like printing them or something of that sort. Or recalling them from whatever quantum cell they're in at the moment, or however we get people in here. That might explain why the execution bullets look so weird, because we're not shooting them like they're not dying on the floor, they're vanishing from existence. That is what death means here, A. It is neither honorable nor noble, nor is it miserable or cruel, like we may think it to be. So please, don't punish yourself too much. I do not wish to see you suffer from such a personal and insignificant thing. For the future will bring you much more pain to bear. Mission: the virtue of governance. What is rationality? We see and analyze through the eyes of rationality. However, its prowess and usage differs from person to person. Crude prudence blinds you to your true worth and the circumstances around you, and excessive prudence morphs into a knife that cuts you. You must be soundly rational when you observe this world and its people. Clear a day with 5 or more employees whose prudence is 100 or more. And I'm pretty sure we'll qualify that, assuming this day 39 doesn't go absolutely horrible for us. This is a tool. The tool belongs in the extraction team. There you go. So you desire to broaden the extraction department? I do. Maybe we'll interact with this, but I think we're ignoring this tool, even if it goes on Meltdown, because we have Melting Love to work with. Although we could ignore Melting Love and just send people into this tool abnormality to start the day and try to understand it a little bit, and then just retry the day when we inevitably lose people to this tool. Oh, okay, and what do you do for us? 25% chance to recover an EGO from a dead agent. Oh, okay. That saves us PE boxes, but the better thing would be to not let any agents die. Reroll the abnormality selection. By implementing a reversible extraction process, the abnormalities can be re-extracted a single time per day. Improve the chance of acquiring EGO gifts. By dividing the selection of abnormalities, the probability of an agent acquiring an EGO gift will increase. I think I want the re-extraction at this moment. If I ever do, eventually, one day in the future, go back to day 1, having this will let me ensure that I get abnormalities I haven't had before. So we'll choose re-extraction. Won't be too useful for us going forward, though, because we've got, like, just 4 more abnormalities to choose from, and that's it. So for this playlist, this is probably not the best thing to choose. But I think if I ever did reset to day 1, I will be glad to have this. So let's take it. Okay. Mountain of Smiling Bodies. And just like Melting Love, it's 222 for the weapon and 120 for the suit. Oh, by the way, does our new suits have any special statuses on them? I did not check. Let us see. So our Spore does not. Does the weapon? 25% chance to make the target more vulnerable to white damage. That must be on hit. Oh, right. I keep saying that the Spore Spear is an upgraded version of the Icicle weapon, but it's not. Oh, it is. It does more damage and is a higher level. Everything else about it is the same, I think, right? But it doesn't have the same slowing effect as the Ice Spears do. And how about these weapons. I always forget that Censored's weapon is also basically armor as well, since you heal hit points when you take damage while holding that weapon. This improves your damage by +5 for 12 seconds after each attack. Oh! Adoration, an interesting name for Melting Love's weapon. Reduces the movement speed of target by 30% for 3 seconds. Target takes additional black damage for a certain amount of time. Must be what that means. Nice! Hey, that's a really nice weapon. A big mug filled with mysterious slime that never runs out. It's the byproduct of some horrid experiment in a certain laboratory that eventually failed. People who touch the slime complain of strange sensation on their skin, but it won't stop there. And the armor? When the EGO gift is equipped, a red type shield is created when more than 10 damage is taken. Oh. While hit points is under 20%. I don't like that. That's not very useful. Movement speed is reduced by 50% for 3 seconds after the shield is... Oh. It's not as unpleasant to wear as it is to look at. In fact, it seems to give you an illusion of comfort and bravery. Be cautious because once you get too used to keeping the suit on, the viscosity of the slime might hold on to the wearer and become too sticky to let go. Melting Love doesn't want her knight to fall in combat, and she wants to be part of him. Or her, I guess. Very nice. So these do have special effects. They probably all do. Alright, well, let's go and look at the tool, and then we're done with this episode, everyone. So let's see... Oh, right, this will also... No, this won't do anything else. Let's just start the day. And what do we get? It's a cross with what looks like some sort of flesh on it. It's a time use one, too. We need 30 seconds to unlock the first 3 bits of information on it as well. Okay, so the plan tomorrow will be to start the video. I think we'll just send people in here, and we'll see what happens. And we'll try to unlock some of that information. Actually, what I could do is the same thing I've done for every timed abnormality so far, which is interact with it, count down to 20 seconds, and then put it back. I think that's... Well, no, that's not what I've done to all of them. Things like the heart I just took. And I left it on that character. But I get the impression, if this is not a gift, if we have to stay inside that containment unit, we'll do a countdown. It's a religious-themed item, too. Well, it did mention a prayer when we had first received it. Hopefully, we can just ignore it. I don't think tools do anything to you aside from you losing energy if they go on meltdown. And that's basically why I put it over here. Because assuming we don't have to interact with this in any way, then we just won't. We can just safely ignore it and keep working with Slime Girl all day without anyone in this department. So that's going to be the plan. Or could be the plan. We'll work with... Again, next episode, we'll work with this for a little bit. We'll see if it kills anybody, what all horrible nightmare things happens with it. And then, if it does kill employees or other horrific things, then we'll know at least that it has the capability of doing that. Maybe we'll actually stay with it for 30 seconds, and then take the person out and get some information about this thing. And then... Well, and then we can hopefully ignore it and work with it 30 seconds each day from now on. Alright, well, I'm babbling. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.